9 o'clock p.m., July 4th, 1969. Residents of Wooster begin to head home after watching holiday fireworks displays.
Then it started to rain, and we didn't think much about it, but it was raining really hard.
We had our fireworks, and all of a sudden the heavens opened up.
Worcester Assistant Police Chief Scott Rotolo wasn't born at the time, but recalls the tragic events that would forever impact the police department and the city.
They started to get reports of cars off the side of the road, flooding, houses beginning to fill up with water, and a lot of the phone calls started to come from this area down here in the Bower Road area.
Sergeant Paul Nisley was the officer in charge that night. Around 1:10 a.m., he goes to the area and finds everything underwater, as seen in old newspaper clippings from the Daily Record. Resident John Mann had already lost his life trying to save his neighbors. His boat with 11 people capsized and was swept into the Little Apple Creek.
There's witness accounts that the water was traveling at about 40 miles per hour, and it was just too strong for the small boats that were trying to help out.
Old dispatch logs show at 4:15 a.m., July 5th, Sergeant Nisley radios for all the help he can get, not just a few, but all the men that can be mustered. Robert Goodrich and his son David, both Worcester police officers, were also on scene. The father had run home to get his personal boat, and all three officers jumped in to rescue people from their flooded homes.
David actually was thrown from the boat and was washed downstream, was able to grab onto a tree where he held on to all night. He actually watched the boat that his father and Sergeant Nisley were in capsize and flow down the river where he was never to see them alive again.
When I got up that morning, I had no idea that anything had happened, that we had even had, a storm to that magnitude.
Scott Hume, who now lives in North Carolina, is Sergeant Nisley's son.
The week before I turned 11, disbelief, like a nightmare. Couldn't believe that this was happening. My question was always why? Why did this have to happen?
11 Worcester residents died during the flood of '69. Barns at the Wayne County Fairgrounds have permanent reminders of the deadly storm. The devastation seen on Bower Road and U.S. Route 30 are forever etched in the memories of those who survived it.
Sure doesn't seem like it was 50 years ago, does it?
The ultimate sacrifice made by Sergeant Nisley and Patrolman Goodrich is remembered with a permanent memorial at the Worcester Police Department.
It makes me proud. I'm so glad that he's not forgotten.
It just goes to show what the character that those two gentlemen had to go out there and risk their lives to save the people that they serve.
In Worcester, Kevin Freeman, Fox 8 News.